Welcome to our second cast from EmperorZerg and Poracle here, your hosts from obviously the team clan Lose. We shall be casting the second game of the series between our players Polt and Bomber. Anything do you expect from this game, EmperorZerg, after the previous game?
Well, what I'm noticing is that these portraits for our two pro players, they're only level 9 and level 4 respectively. So actually I'm thinking perhaps this might be a classic Bronze League hero style game.
It is true, EmperorZerg. They did go from level 8 and 3 to level 9 and 4 just now in what we have seen.
Wow, that's crazy, and they're not even placed. So personally as a gold leaguer, I'm patting myself on the back quite impressively right now because I'm 3 leagues ahead of Bomber and Polt. Anyway, let's start with the introductions. In the top left, yeah, that's kind of left. In the top location, we have a red Bomber Terran player from Team Red Bull.
And in the 5 o'clock position, I am going to use 5 o'clock and the time because it is easier to see that. We have the blue Terran, Polt from Clan CM Storm.
Cool. On that note, I mean, are you a fan of the 12 or 24-hour clock, Poracle?
I don't know. I think 24 is quite nice. 24 is quite nice.
I also swing that way myself. I like it. I like it.
I know.
The 20. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I don't.
I mean, if someone says they go to sleep at 4 o'clock, do they mean 4 o'clock? 16 hours or 4 hours? You never know really. But
exactly.
24 hours. Always make sure you are on the right time.
I always make sure to say exactly what time I mean. So let's meet up at 2100, for example. That's what I say. That's what I say.
Do you not specify the seconds as well? I do that as well. 21 hours was it? 21 hours, 34 minutes, and 3 seconds.
Well, that's hardcore Poracle. I bet these players we're seeing also do that because these build orders are tight. We see a nice little, probably a 12 gas from both players, getting on for the Reaperage, I'm sure, as we saw last game from Polt. Likely also Bomber. No, I'm just lying. There's 2 Marines. There's 2 Marines in the production tab. I'm just gonna let you do some talking now.
But both of these build orders are looking exactly the same. If we look on the production tab, almost identical, really. With Polt maybe being slightly ahead on the, orbital command.
Upgrade.
Very good. Polt's SCV did get a good read on what's coming. He did see the Marine, not the Reaper. And again, we see Bomber just refusing to scout. He says, scouting, what is that good for? Absolutely nothing. So we'll see when he actually decides to scout. Maybe if he chucks in, a Banshee, he can use that to do scouting. But that's quite late. So really, Bomber's build has to accommodate all potential openings from Polt. He doesn't know if there's a Banshee coming, if there's a Reaper coming or anything. So these Marines, a nice defense against the Reaper, presumably also against the Banshee, but we'll probably see him throw down the Starport and get out a Viking or a Raven of his own.
I mean, Bomber seems to enjoy the sort of Rambo style of play, as I'd call it, not seeing what's going in and just running in guns a-blazing first. Worry about questions later. But I mean, Polt seems to be enjoying more of the, Terminator, analyze everything before shooting it.
That's a good analogy there. That's a super good analogy.
Thank you.
Bomber, that Rambo player. Actually, we do see a Starport from Polt as well. A tech lab on the factory, probably going to be sent over to the Starport. So we're just seeing nice Marine, probably Banshee production from Polt, and maybe the same from Bomber at this stage.
You say that. In our previous game, we also thought the same, but guess what came out first? That Raven.
That Raven, we all do love the Ravens. Personally, I don't have the skill to use them that well, so I just stick to the Marines. But here's Polt getting the Cloak Banshee. Actually, you're right. It's a Raven again from Bomber. He loves the Raven.
He's just careful of that Polt. He knows Polt enjoys those Banshees. And I think from analysing so many of his games as well, against Terrans, he tends to have tends to enjoy going for those Cloak Banshees to cause that harassment, following up with Hellions and some Marines as well for defense.
Yeah, and we do see Polt sending out another SCV. He wants to see exactly if there's an expansion getting thrown down, see what he can read, drawing out his opponent's forces to kill this SCV. Bomber still completely in the dark. Like, this is, he's got balls of steel. Polt now sees there's no expansion down, and he's going to send his Banshee across the map and see what damage he can do.
Indeed.
Oh, the SCV escapes with 3 HP, but
Not
gets
really.
shot down. Precious extra seconds. Actually, Bomber's CC is quite a long way ahead of
And
Polt's. A nice finished already. A nice almost 50 seconds there. So we'll see if he can exert a nice economic advantage. But this Banshee from Polt is sneaking around into the top hand side of the map.
indeed, and Polt seems to be going to break those rocks in the center, those destructible rocks, that rock tower rather, just in case. I believe he's going to stop now. Yes, there we go. Just in case he needs a way to retreat.
Oh, getting it so close. Oh, 2 HP Polt!
Wow.
Wow, that's so close. That is just so close. Probably the likes of us would have just made them fall down.
Indeed, indeed.
Do you think we could see some sick collapsing rock debris micro there, luring in Bomber's army and then BAM! Slamming down the rocks on their
I
face?
am looking forward to it. What would be even better would be if Polt was running by and Bomber decided to get that one shot off.
Oh, yeah,
out
actually,
his army.
check this out from Polt, the patience. He kept his first Banshee up in the top side, now sending it in cloaked. That's going to do sickening amounts of damage. And in the meantime, his second Banshee is heading in to the expansion. This is completely unanswerable by Bomber. Bomber's way across the map. He'd better do crippling damage of his own, or these Banshees are just going to spell the end. Oh my god, the SCVs are coming from Bomber. He is saying, deal with these Banshees. I cannot.
Rambo style, all in.
Oh no, Polt is very well defended with these 2 siege tanks, taking out one of Bomber's. The Ravens just not doing anything. That's GG. Oh my god. I mean, it comes down to what we were saying. Bomber's lack of scouting. He had to be able to deal with everything, and he didn't know these Banshees were coming. Polt delayed sending them in, and he just had no answer for it. So I guess he took his own medicine just by not scouting. What do you think?
I'm very surprised he didn't actually build a Viking just to scout on the right side. That's generally where even I, as a Protoss player, would expect some sort of
with the Vikings.
Play. Yeah, both of these places. Well, you know what I mean. Phoenix is the Vikings.
Same. Well, there we go. That's a 2-0 face stomp from Polt, especially in game number 2. That's a very, very fast win there, and Polt's going to head through into the next round. Sorry that the TvT fans didn't get the epic, long, drawn-out games like we saw in game number 1, but there you have it.
Indeed,
Polt,
and remember this is brought to you by CUDGS. Like, subscribe, and watch all our videos.
Double like.
Shouldn't have added the and there.
Cool, that's us. We'll see you next time. Bye.